everybody. This is Steve. This is going to be a little gameplay that I'm going to be doing here on my channel on YouTube. A little broadcast gameplay. So I figured I'd do something a little differently. Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing MLB 15 The Show for PS4. So we'll see how this shall go. Alright, we'll do a little exhibition game. Take the Orioles. Don't want the AAA team. And let's face... I know I usually face the New York Yankees and stuff, but I figure I'd change it up a little bit. So let's see. Kind of debating towards the Nationals. Fix my microphone a little bit. Hopefully you all can hear me very well and stuff, I hope. You know what, let's go with my second favorite team, the Atlanta Braves. Go with them. And honestly, I prefer the orange jerseys a lot, so I'm going to go with them. Go with the home alternate. And let's go with Shelby Miller and Ubaldo Jimenez. Now fix the lineup a little bit, put Para in leadoff spot, and these are the rosters that are like now and stuff, because I downloaded them as well. Put Weeders there, and then Paredes. Travis Snyder is not on the team here because he was pretty much a bust, in my opinion. You know, he just was here supposedly to replace Nelson Cruz, and did he do that successfully? The hell he did not. The only thing he did was suck. I mean, he had a few good games and stuff, like he just didn't hit a lot of home runs, he made a couple good catches, but really that was it. So yeah. No, usually Machado's hitting leadoff spot, but he had so many home runs this year, he had like 35 or so, and he did a really spectacular job, and he definitely deserves it. Okay, so put Scope in there instead of Flaherty. So, of course, Davis and Jones. Alright, it'll be a nice June day. Be a 1 p.m. game. I want to make it 11. Won't do quick counts. And let's play ball. Shelby Miller didn't really do too bad for the Braves. He honestly just had a good ERA but a bad record. So here we go, live at Oriole Park at Camden Yards.
Coming up on first pitch now from Baltimore. Orioles baseball comes your way next. We're a few blocks west of the Inner Harbor at Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Today, in high definition, it's an exhibition matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Baltimore Orioles.
Yep. Orioles, that is, not Oreos.
Welcome in, everybody, to Orioles Baseball on the Show. Matt Vasgersian here with you. I'm joined in the booth by longtime big leaguers Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. Before we get to them, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves. The skipper Freddie Gonzalez lines his guys up this way.
Freddie Gonzalez is not too bad of a manager, but he's no Bobby Cox. And of course, Nick Markakis, who would leave the Orioles and go to the Atlanta Braves, but that's a good decision. You know, they're a good team. They're my second favorite team, as I said.
They'll match up against a guy who got his career back on track, the veteran right-hander Ubaldo Jimenez.
Baldo really had a really rough season in 2014, but he turned it around 2015, did a little bit better, had more wins and losses. I think he was 13-10, I want to say. I don't have the stats in front of me and all that. I do have my computer next to me.
Nick Markakis will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Good old Nick Markakis. Nice wave to the crowd. When he returned to the game here in the month of June, he tipped his hat and stuff, and he showed a nice sign of respect. I mean, he's definitely a class act. So I got the roster here, but anyway, let's get underway with the game. I'll start with Splitter. See how this goes, and the pitch.
And underway from
Little low.
Baltimore this afternoon as the first pitch misses for ball one.
I just like the orange jerseys because they're really nice, even though they don't
The 1-0 pitch.
only wear them on Saturday, which really,
And now
in
this
my
misses
opinion,
as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon.
I just kind of wish, they would just wear
Very
them
nice afternoon, high skies and 77 degrees
on more
at game
days,
time.
like on the weekdays and stuff. But Friday they wear their black jerseys, and of course the white jerseys they wear a lot of times when they're home, and the gray jerseys are away.
Got
All
him
right,
fishing
good.
for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, it should be 3-0 right now. Now you're just letting the pitcher right back
The
into
ball
the
there was
at-bat.
12 and 10. Now, 4.11 ERA, not the best. If it was lower
Now
than
the
4, would
2-1
have
to
been
Markakis.
a little bit better. Ooh,
Now
high
this is
fly ball.
swung on and sent out to Jones in center field. And he's got it for the first out.
And Markakis, as I meant to say, when he returned, he got a base hit or a double,
So a
matter
good
of fact,
start
in his
to the
first
ballgame
at bat
for
back
Jimenez,
in
and with
Baltimore.
that, take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic.
And 2 Gold Glove Award winners, Adam Jones and J.J.
So
Hardy.
the base is empty here with 1 away.
Okay.
And that'll bring
Cameron
in the center
Maben.
fielder, Cameron Maben.
Former
First
then
offering
Florida
on the
Marlin,
way.
I think, and Padre.
And a fastball's
Ball.
off the plate away. It's ball 1. The Orioles here in their new orange jerseys, or perhaps their new old orange jerseys. Haven't been seen since 1992.
Yep. They definitely deserve to come
Here's the
back. I
1-0.
mean, it's a nice color. I have one of them.
Fastball got him to
and it's
swing
Matt
through, and it's
Wieters.
1-1.
Yeah. And I have one black jersey, and it is Nick Markakis. I have a few of Cal Ripken Jr. I have 2 of them.
Now the 1-1 home from Jimenez. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Bases are empty. 1 man out.
So I can get this fella
Here
down on the
comes
strike.
1-2. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right
Hit the
side.
ball,
But
boy.
This is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
It's kind of cool, they added a ball boy and stuff, like to get the balls and stuff. As when PS4 came out in
Here's another
2014, I think, and they really
And
made
this is
like a
hit
lot
well
of
toward
changes.
goal.
Come
Now
on.
look at Hardy.
Not going to
And
make
he'll
it.
reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Good play, though.
I think you have to tip your cap to the
I
effort
mean, when
you're seeing out
PS4
there.
came out in 2014, I mean, I really thought it would not be a big success, but I think pretty much it was.
Is if the hitter actually trips getting
I got
out
it
of
for
the batter's
Christmas in
box.
2014.
And he'll beat this out easily.
Because I was going to try and give it my Xbox 360 and like get store
Here's the
credit,
first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And that misses.
but
ball
that
one.
wound up
And right
not
about
being
now,
a success.
You gotta know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box.
And pretty much, I just said forget it, and I was going to try and get like a used one, but it was like $380 some or something,
Back up the middle.
something like
And a
that.
diving try by
So I
Hardy,
just
but he comes
figured
up
that I
empty,
just
a
would
base
not
hit.
get it. I know they also had Xbox One as well,
Yeah.
and I really did not want to get that because it just looked like, a waste. As I saw them like release it, I was this guy's going like on like Xbox, turn on
Nick
television
Swisher
or all that
will
crap.
stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give them a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Pretty much, I gotta say, when they,
Comes set. Now the pitch.
what was I gonna say?
Now a swing and a ground
When I try to
ball.
get
This will
PS4
wind up a
used,
foul
I just
ball, strike 2.
said to myself, I'm just not gonna do this, because it just makes no sense. So instead, my grandfather got me
Jimenez
one for
ready
Christmas.
with the 0-2.
I was
Swing and a
really
hot shot towards
surprised
the hole. through into left, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded.
So I'm really just kind of surprised maybe that I did get it for Christmas, and I got like a few games. I got Madden, NFL 14, and MLB 14 to show, which I still have. I don't know where Madden is. I don't know if I gave it up or whatever happened to it. I don't think I did give it up.
Out in front of a
Man.
fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. 1 run scores. They will hold the other runner at third, but it's a 2-run double. And with it, they've taken a 2-run lead.
Well, not a good start this is looking like. I figure I'd just do a little gameplay of this, you know, because PS4 can let you, like, put it on your YouTube channel, so I figure I'll give this a try. If this is a success, I might do more. We'll see.
Stepping in now, Jace Peterson.
Oh,
After
no.
the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And that's a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0
Baldo
cushion.
not doing so well. Stinking it up.
Spot where when you've got runners in scoring position, you know you're going to get a pitch to hit. He just jumps on the very first one he sees and bangs
I
it
need a
into
double
right field
play
to
for
drive in a
sure
run.
here.
Andrelton Simmons will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
I like Ubaldo Jimenez, I gotta be honest. Even though he had a rough season in 2014,
The 1-0.
he did some
Runners off for
relief
second.
pitching
Pitch
as
is a ball,
well.
strike
Oh,
to
that's
throw.
a
Not in
horrible
time.
throw.
He's in there at second.
Just a straight steal here.
But
at
you know,
second base. Good throw
Orioles signed him
might
to a
have
big,
had
huge
but
contract
you see
worth
it
like
just sail a bit
50-some
there.
million. I want to say
Nice
close to
play to
60
pull it in,
million.
or
He had a
that
good
runner on
season
third could walk
2013 with the Indians, but he did not put up the kind of numbers with the Orioles.
1-1.
And surprisingly, with him doing relief pitching, just seemed kind of
3
weird.
runs already home here.
But, you know, it wasn't, you know, all that bad.
Here's the 1-2.
Then he went back to the rotation.
Foul.
As I think a couple people from 2014, well, Tillman was there, and Chen, Gonzalez, and they added Ubaldo, and they had Bud Norris. So it was either Gosman or Ubaldo at the number 5 spot, so they went with Ubaldo. I think it was a good decision. I mean, Gosman did well, too, and he struck out 10
Again, a 1-2.
in his...
And this is on the ground toward the hole.
Shoot.
Another runs across as this is now a 4-0
I
ball
thought
game.
really the third baseman was going to get it.
Boy, this is a manager's worst nightmare. The starter's given up 6 hits now in the first inning, and he's really showing no signs that he's about to start figuring it out.
Gosman like, struck out 10 in one of his last starts of 2015.
It seems almost inevitable at this point.
Michael
So,
Bourne
yeah.
comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
And that
A
finds
low
the target,
strike.
nothing in 2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
All right.
Pause, now the pitch. And he lays off the
Thought he would
0-2
go after,
splitter,
and he
1
didn't.
2 now.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in.
Damn, Davis,
Ground
come
ball to
on.
first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
I thought he would get it.
This is a very good approach here with 2 strikes.
The reason why I had my number 2 favorite team be the Atlanta Braves, you would probably think my number 2 favorite team would be the Washington Nationals. Well, I do like them,
Delivers a nice solid base hit.
but
That's how you do it.
they're not really my
Now
number
the
2
first
favorite.
pitch from Jimenez.
The reason I have,
Ground ball towards the middle,
jeez,
and that'll get through into
oh, he's
center
gonna send him.
field for a base hit. 1 run is scored.
Get him! Ah,
And
come
the
on.
second run will score as well.
Where's an
They've
argument
opened
when
up
you
to
need it?
6-0 now.
You want to put a big smile on the face of your starting pitcher?
Anyway.
Give him a 6-run lead early on and see what you
in the
get.
1990s, I always liked the Atlanta Braves. All the players they had, like Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones, and of course the pitchers Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, and John
I'm
Smoltz.
pretty sure this is not
They were like
what
3
that man
aces
right there
on their
had in
team.
mind. He
The Oakland
watched this
Athletics
guy
did
really
something like that as
struggle
well.
here.
They had 3 pitchers.
Now the double steal is on here. Pitch inside the throw. It's offline, but he's out. gunned down trying to swipe the base.
Well, we got one of them out.
Have to see him go after the trail runner here on the double steal, but I think they'll happily trade a runner at third for an out at second.
Yeah, we'll take the second out,
Coming
sure.
up now on 30 pitches in the inning.
Too much.
2-0 count, the pitch. A ball hit hard to the left side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Now I think it's time to warm up somebody in the bullpen, as this is ridiculous.
I might not have been ready to declare this one over a minute ago.
7-0.
But now, a 7-0
Warm up the
lead
douche
in the
TJ
first.
McFarland. I hate this guy.
This one is over. Over. I hope folks weren't late in arriving because they're going to get a shock when they see that scoreboard.
Boy, it's a sign that things are not going smoothly. There's action in the bullpen here in the very first inning.
I was not expecting this outcome to be happening like this.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Yep.
He's ready now. The pitch stays alive here as this is foul off to the right.
Strike this guy out.
Jimenez comes again on 0-2. Pitch in
All
the
right.
third, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over.
Wow.
But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Braves 7. The Orioles coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball.
Now we finally
on
get
the
a chance
show.
to bat.
Starting lineup for the Orioles now looks like this.
Yep. Those are numbers from 2014, as you know.
They'll match up against this young man, prized prospect right-hander Shelby Miller.
Anyway, like I said, the Atlanta Braves, with their 3 stars, and the Oakland Athletics did something like that as well. They had 3 starters. There were like 3 aces, maybe.
Now a quick look at how the Braves
They were
will
Tim
align themselves
Hudson,
behind him.
Barry Zito, and Mark Mulder. But I just always liked the Atlanta Braves as all the players they had. I mean, I can remember a bunch of them they had. Andres Galarraga, the first baseman for a few years. Julio Franco, the veteran who played for a pretty good while. And I think he's still playing.
Stride forward to lead it off. And
Parra's
I
got the
imagine
wrong
he'll do
numbers.
so
You know,
with
he's
tired legs
26.
After being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And I don't think like who their second baseman was and stuff.
Now Miller on 1-1.
I know they had Dan
Under business,
Ugla
it's 3-1.
for like a few
Check that,
years.
2-1.
Of course, Freddie Freeman, who was their first baseman, good player. And Andrelton Simmons. A.J. Przinsky, I think, was doing catching for
Here he
them.
comes
Can't
on
stand that
2-1.
guy.
Out in front a bit
Yeah,
as
that's
this is
foul.
pulled down the
Watch
line
out,
to first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
I don't think like who else
Sets
for the
2-2
Braves.
pitch. Now a ball hit
Gonna be a
back up
tough
the middle.
play.
Over to his left. He's up with it.
Yeah, he got
and he's set down, 1 away.
Well, Javi Lopez was their catcher from like 95, I want to say, to 2003. Then he became an Oriole in 2004. Had a great season 2004 for the Orioles. Had like 183 hits, something like that. But 2003,
There's a strike at the knees.
he had a great year. It had like 43 homers, I think, and he was an all-star.
Put him behind in the count
But he was
and
not
on
with
their
the Orioles in
back foot right
2004.
away.
There was only one all-star that went to the all-star game in 2004, and that was Miguel Tejada. Rafael Palmeiro, I think, was in the home run derby, but he wasn't elected.
He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Yeah, I mean, the Orioles had a lot of people.
Here's the 1-1.
Go.
Here's Machado with a drive.
That's
Well
gone.
hit to deep left field. Into the seats, and it's gone.
Well, we're on the board. That's a good thing.
It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
I was gonna say the Orioles have had, a lot of seasons and stuff. Well, the All-Star game, that is. I mean, they've only had like 1 or 2 people elected a few times.
Well, with the hole they dug themselves
In
here
1992, they had 3 players. 2 that were non-stars. 1 was a starter. The 2 were Brady Anderson and Mike Mussina. The starter was, of course, Cal Ripken Jr. 1993, I can't really think of it off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it was just Cal Ripken.
Here's Chris Davis now. And he gets a piece here as this ball is
1994, excuse me, I think Cal Ripken did. I think Lee Smith did, who was our closer, but due to the strike, the stupid baseball strike, the baseball season, was pretty much done after that. Then we got to 95, and then the strike was over, and Cal Ripken broke Lou Gehrig's consecutive game streak.
And he'll take it on to
21-31.
2 gone now here in the first.
1996, I think Brady Anderson was in there and Cal Ripken. That was in Philadelphia. That was the infamous event where Cal Ripken broke his nose from pitcher Roberto Hernandez. And I think Roberto Alomar was a starter as well. Excuse me.
Caught out there by Simmons. Pretty much right in
Not
the
sure
glove
though
that
exactly.
time, and the inning
1997,
is
it was in
over. Orioles strike for
Cleveland.
1 on the home run by Machado.
And I think it was
Second inning coming up.
5 of
It's the
them.
Braves
Cal
7,
Ripken
and the
Jr.,
Orioles 1.
I think Jimmy Key,
Freddie Freeman
what's his
will stand
name,
in to
Mike
lead off the
Mussina,
second
Roberto
inning. What
Alomar,
will they do for an
and
encore
Brady
after
Anderson,
the
I
first
think.
inning they put together?
Well, Matt, they
I
might
think.
not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses
I'm
down.
going to probably
and in
take
for
a
a
ball out of
that's
this game
1-0.
soon. He's
Even
not
though
doing
given up
anything.
his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody. So
1998, it was in Colorado. Rafael Palmeiro was a reserve, I think. And Roberto Alomar and Cal Ripken Jr. were starters. 1999, it was in Fenway Park, Boston. Harold Baines, B. Surhoff, and Mike Mussina were reserves, and Cal Ripken was a starter. In 2000, Cal Ripken was, I think, elected, but he was unable to play because of an injury. He also had an injury in 1999 as well. But pretty much, he did not play in 2000 in the All-Star game because of his injury. I'm trying to think who was in there. I think it was Mike Bordick. I think. And 2001, it was only one, and that was Cal Ripken Jr., which wound up being his last before he retired. And that was in Seattle. That was a great All-Star game. 2002, it was just Tony Batista.
He singled and later scored his first time.
Probably would have been Jeff Conine if he had stayed healthy.
First pitch
And maybe Jay Gibbons. I don't really know. 2003,
one out, nobody on.
it was just Melvin Mora. Probably a good choice.
Here's the pitch.
Maybe Tony Batista again if his average had stayed up. His average like 240 something. And maybe Davey Cruz as he was doing pretty well in hits, but not all that great.
I sure wouldn't.
He had like one great year with the Tigers in 2000. And 2004, it was just Miguel Tejada, as I said, should have been Javi Lopez, but he was not. 2005, it was 4 of them, I think. Brian Roberts, Miguel Tejada, and Melvin Moore started, I think, and B.J. Ryan was elected as well. So I think it was 4 Orioles that made it,
1-2 to Swisher.
and 3 of them started, like the first time in a while.
He's going to beat him at their own game here.
Damn it.
This is sharply hit to the left side and through for a
And
base hit.
2006 was just Miguel Tejada. 2007,
And another hard hit ball off of him right
I
there.
think
That's not the first
I'm
one he's
wrong
allowed
about
so
that.
far. As you take
Shoot.
a look at his line.
the 2007
Not too much to
All-Star
write home
game,
about right there. This has not been one of his
it wasn't
better
Yankee
performances
Stadium.
at
That was not yet, I think.
Number 28 will try to pick up where he left off. He doubled home a couple his first
Yeah,
time
it was
around.
AT&T Park in San Francisco, and Brian Roberts was the only one that made it. Yep.
First pitch coming. A late swing here as this is hit
Let me go
hard
back
to
to
the right
2005
side.
real quick. I'm just
Foul
looking up.
ball here,
Let's
0-1.
see. Yeah, starting lineup. Yep, Tejada and Brian Roberts were the starters. Melvin Moore was not. The third baseman was Alex Rodriguez. Oops. B.J. Ryan is the closer, and I thought there were more. Yeah, there he is. He was a reserve, Melvin Moore. I just didn't see his name. Shoot. Okay, so now 2008, and that was the last one at Yankee Stadium before new Yankee Stadium would open. Only one was elected, and that was Oriole closer George Sherrill. At that time, he wasn't that bad, George Sherrill. Then we go to 2009 in St. Louis, and only one was elected once again, and that was Adam Jones.
As a look, now the pitch.
All right, come on.
Ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And here's Davis to tuck it in, and there are two gone now.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there, because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit.
Then 2010, which is in Anaheim, and only one was elected again. That was Ty Wigginton, a bust. 2011 was at Chase Field in Arizona, and that was Matt Wieters. But 2012 in Kansas City, 3 of them were elected. Matt Wieters, Adam Jones, and former closer Jim Johnson. His only good season. Yep. And 2013 in New York, and 3 Baltimore Orioles started the game, actually. Were in the lineup. And 5 Orioles were actually elected. One of them, who was Chris Tillman, was replacing somebody because due to their ineligibility to pitch. That was for Justin Verlander. Yeah. Manny Machado was also elected, and the starters were Chris Davis with the most home runs, Adam Jones in center, and J.J. Hardy at short. Yep.
He's set, now the pitch. Heads up,
Look out.
This is pulled foul.
Yep. And 2014 was in Target Field. 2 Baltimore Orioles started that game, and they were outfielder Adam Jones and outfielder, designated hitter or outfielder Nelson Cruz. And Matt Wieters was elected but unable to play because of an injury. And that was the last one of Derek Jeter. In 2013 was the last one of Mariano Rivera. Mariano Rivera won the All-Star Game MVP in 2013. Derek Jeter did not in 2014. It should have been him instead of Mike Trout. That's just my opinion.
Jimenez comes again on 0-2. Swinging a ground ball to
first.
Base hit.
That's it. I'm taking Jimenez out. I'm tired of this.
And that runner will go no further than second.
And 2015 for this year, Adam Jones started, and Zach Britton, Manny Machado, and Darren O'Day were elected. So 4 of them, while Nelson Cruz was elected, but he was on the other team, the Seattle Mariners.
Andrelton Simmons will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound.
This is ridiculous.
And that is going to be all this afternoon for Ubaldo Jimenez. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. T.J. McFarland is going to come on now here in just the 2nd inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Now the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. He waits, now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Gotta get out of this inning.
From the belt, the pitch. This is foul right side. Now another 0-2. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. They're on top 7-1.
Now let's see if we can get some runs.
Matt Wieters will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Wieters awaits the 0-1. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center.
Pretty deep, but not deep enough.
Under it is Maben now as he pulls it in for the first out.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Jimmy Paredes.
Into the box now, Jimmy Paredes. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line.
Good
This is
swing,
foul for
but
the first strike.
no foul.
And now a pitch on the way. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Now here it comes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Oh well.
Steve Pierce will get his first chance.
See if
now,
I can get
trying to
something here.
Started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging
Nice
a shot
hit.
back up the middle. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Okay.
Today's players talk about barreling up the baseball, and you cannot barrel it up a whole lot better than that. If you're pitching right there, that's a chuck and duck ball. You better get out of the way.
J.J. Hart.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And
A little bit of
steps the
disappointing
shortstop,
season he
J.J.
had in
Hardy.
2015. That's all right.
First pitch coming. First pitch
Oh,
here,
man.
softly hit to the left side. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
Yep. That'll probably wrap it up for this. So I hope you all
One left
enjoyed
for the
this.
Orioles.
All right.